Hello everybody, it's Cindy, the scrapologist. Welcome to my channel where we talk about junk journals, paper crafts, and I do all kinds of free tutorials. Today I am doing a whole bunch of die cuts and other things for my Patreon monthly subscription box that's coming out. This is the March box, and I'm using a bunch of punches. And I thought you might just be interested in my new favorite punch that is really great quality, and I love some features about it. And also my other two favorite punches that I use all the time. I don't have a lot of punches because I do have a die cut machine, but I have some favorites that I go to quite a bit. So let me first start with one that I've had forever that a lot of people have asked about. And I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of each one and then show you a couple of projects with them. This one is my all-time favorite. I've had this for many, many years. It's broken at this point. The thing that, the button that holds it together for storage broke off a long time ago. This one just wasn't really good quality to begin with. If you can see how the middle one is just not really even punching through all the way. So this was always kind of a poor quality punch, but I still love it because it makes the paper edge. I'm going to try to find a link for this one. I just did a brief search before this video and I saw one on eBay, but I don't know if they make this anymore. But I'll try to find something similar. It's called an edge punch. And so obviously it's for the edge of your paper. And you put it in, and the one thing that I don't like about this is it just has a dot right there in the middle, but it doesn't tell you where the edge of this is for your paper. So I always have to put it in upside down, and I find a lot of punches are like this. So then I can see for the first cut where my paper needs to go. Otherwise, you just don't know. Okay. And even on this thin paper, it's having difficulty. I do have another video out, I believe, on how to sharpen these. So then, like most punches, you get this, and then you have this guideline here where you have to really match it up and make sure that quite often I get this end crooked. I forget to look at this end, and especially for these little delicate punches, you can make mistakes. And see I missed one there. So that is a little something that kind of gets annoying when you're mass making, but that's what the end of it looks like at the edge of it. And I love this look in a junk journal. I have another edge punch that makes a different design. This is a Martha Stewart punch that I never use. I do not like Martha Stewart punches at all. I bought two of them, and I don't even know why I keep these. First of all, it's a tiny little handle here, and when you're going through a thicker paper, you really only have your thumb or the back of your hand. It's very uncomfortable, and it's just very takes a lot of force even with no paper in there to do this. And again, it just has a line in the middle which tells you nothing about where to punch. So I have to do this one upside down too. Let's see, I'll do it this way. And even then, I can't really tell where the end of my paper goes. And then you line it up so that the silver shows through your dots, and punch again. And that's what this one looks like. Almost, this reminds me of the piano roll paper. So I don't use this one very much, and I do not buy any Martha Stewart stamps any longer because I have one more that I bought, and it's the same poor design. Mainly this handle. that makes it hard for me because I have overuse from all the years of piano playing and my hands hurt and I don't enjoy that punch. The next punch that I really enjoy is called Film Strip. And it's also by EK Success. And in the March subscription box over in my Patreon, everybody's going to be getting one of the ones that I punched, at least one, if not more. Depends on how many I can get done. But this is what it looks like. These are super fun to put on the edges of your pages or put on the page and incorporate it into a collage. But the thing that I just discovered about this, which makes me love it even more, everybody's going to be getting a piece of camera film strip in their kits, and it actually, they designed the punch so that it fits perfectly with a regular film strip. So I thought that that was really genius, really fun. And over on Patreon, I'm probably going to be doing a video on what we can do with these, because you can do different things. You can make projects out of this film strip. So I just thought that that was super fun, that it actually fits. So if you have any old camera rolls sitting around from the days before digital, when people were still shooting with film, you can get this punch and make a really cool little element for your journals. It's this one again. But now my all-time favorite new punch that I just bought has so many features that I think all punches should have. So this is, I decided to do some different sizes of postage stamp kind of shapes. But most of the postage stamp punches are just postage stamp size. So it's a square, you punch it and you get this. What I like, or something similar, I don't have the punch, but it's around this size. What I like about this one is that it's an edge punch like the others, so you can make any size you want. And you can do a couple of other things like this, which I'll show you in a minute. So the place where you put your first paper, I don't know if you can see that, but you see the line extends down like it should, and there's a 1, 2, and 3 there if you're going this way, but also if you're left-handed, you've got a 1, 2, and 3 over here, which is great. This is by KW Trio. I got it on Amazon. I'm going to try to link everything below. I'm not an affiliate for this brand. I bought this. But what you do is you put it at number 1, which is very easy to see. And because this is so delicate, you can imagine that if it's set up like these other punches, you're going to have a hard time doing everything evenly. Here's my favorite feature of this punch, and I hope you're going to be able to see it. Let me get a pen. Okay. Right here, if my camera will focus, right here. Come on, camera. Oh, almost for a minute. Right here are 2 pieces of plastic. I'm sorry if you couldn't see that, but they're guides. You actually put your paper in. Maybe it'll show better without that pen in the way. Okay, can you see them there? So you put your paper in to those little guides at number 2 and punch, and it punches perfectly. Then you do the same thing for number 3. And you can just keep punching, punching, punching. So I can make a postage stamp that's 12 by 12 if I want, or if I just want something that has this nice decorative edge, I can do that. The other really wonderful thing that everybody should do if you're a punch manufacturer, I doubt you're listening to me, but if you are, this has a little collection thing for all of your little scraps. Usually they just get all over your desk. And you can imagine these make like confetti. So it would not be fun to clean those up. But the other ones, the paper just falls all over your desk. And this has a really nice holder for your little scraps. And I haven't figured out all of the uses, different things I can use this for yet, but I figured out that you can make a roll of postage stamps, which is really cool. So I just took my scoreboard and I accordion folded this. And then I went through and for each fold, I punched it. And I ended up with this. So I made this. And this is, you can make it any size you want. So those are some cool things. These are all different sizes of stamps that if you really want to call them stamps, I don't know, that I'm making for my Patreon members. All different sizes. And then we have some smaller ones here. I have a lot of these to make. And it's been actually very easy because of how great this punch is to mass make, because normally I don't, like I said before, I don't get it in the I don't match it up right on some of these other punches, and I end up throwing out a lot of mistakes. I don't think I made a single mistake with any of these because of this punch. So that's all really. I thought I would just hop on and maybe give you some quick advice on a few stamps, what I like, what I don't like, and my new favorite toy is this one. Great features. Everybody should make a punch like this. So check me out on Patreon if you want to receive a March kit. We're getting pretty close to sold out. And if you want to get access to ads-free videos on some of these tutorials that I'll be showing. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.